Hi, good people, welcome back again. Now we are looking at stock valuation using the last in, first out method, or simply called the LIFO method. Okay, so we have our question here on the board, like we normally do. So I'll give you some time, or you can just pause the video to look at the question. Okay, the question goes like this. We have debt, purchases, issues, or cost. The issues can be sales, or the products which are being issued out to a production department or production section. Okay, so on this first row, it means on the 1st of March, 11 items were purchased at the cost of $10 and 7 items were issued out. It means the organization received 11 items of stock and then they issued out 7 items. It's the same within all these rows. On the 3rd, 20 items were received, 20 items were sold. The 20 items which were purchased, they cost $20 each. So we are going to use this question to do our stock valuation using the last in, first out method. The last in, first out method, it simply means the stocks which were received at last, they are the stocks which will be sold at first. Okay, let me just wrap these and try to get some space to do our workings with. Okay. The stock valuation methods, the LIFO, FIFO, and average cost, they are very important. You have to know them. They are really cheap. They are really easier to do, very easier to do, but you have to know them. If you don't know them, they might give you problems. Sometimes they just bring such information as additional information in your statement of financial position or statement of comprehensive income. So if you don't know this, it may pose a challenge to you. Okay, so the last in, first out method, there are some similarities on how we do it with the first in, first out method. Okay, so here we put rows and columns. Then the issues side will be this side. Then the purchases side will be this side. Then I'll put debt, I'll put price, I'll put quantity, which is QTY. Then we again start with purchases. We look at our question. Our question, it says, on the 1st of March, the organization bought 11 items, each item costing $10. So we go on the 1st of March, we put the date 01, 03. Then the price of items, it was $10. The number of items, they were just 11. Okay, that's the first date. Then we also move to the 3rd. On the 3rd, we bought 20 items costing $20 each. 0303. $20 was the price, 20 items. Then we move to the 4th when we bought 10 items at $23 each. 10 items at $23, and this was on the 4th of March. Then we moved to the 5th of March, we bought 30 items. On the 5th of March, we bought 30 items, and these were at the price of $24 each. Then we moved to the 18th of March, 1803. On the 18th of March, we bought 15 items for the price of $26 each. Then we moved to the next date. It was the 22nd, 2203. On the 22nd, we bought 20 items at the price of $29 each. Then the last date, it was on the 25th. On the 25th of March, we bought 12 items. 12 items at the cost of $30 each. Okay, now we are done with the purchases side. Now we move to the issues and try to make some calculations and see how was the organization using this stock. Okay, on the first date, which is the 5th of March, we sold 7 items. So we come here and put the date, which is 0103. We sold 7 items. Now the date is 0103. It's not 03. So what we are going to do, we are saying last in, first out. The stock which was last in on the 0103 is the stock which we bought on that same day. So we are going to sell those 7 units and remain with 3. This was on the 1st of March. Then we move to the next date when we have sales. It's the 3rd of March. On the 3rd of March, we sold 20 items. We come here and put the date 0303. Then we move. We are saying we sell the stock which was last in. So in the last in, first out method, we will ignore this stock that we bought on the 1st of March and go to the stock which was last in, the more recent stock which we had on the 3rd, and we will reduce 20 from there and we remain with nothing. Then we move to the next date when we made sales. We made sales on the 5th of March and we sold 25 units. On the 5th of March, this was on the 5th of March, we sell the most recent stock. So we go to the 5th of March, then we deduct 25 items from there. Then we remain with 5 here. Then we move to the next date when we have sale. We sold on the 22nd of March and we sold 30 units. On the 22nd of March, we sold 30 units. We come to the 22nd here because we are selling the most recent stock. Okay, so we want to sell 30 units, but we only have 20 there. So we are going to sell 20 from here, then remain with nothing. Then we move to the next recent stock, which is stock from the 18th of March. Then we will sell the remainder from there. We want to sell 30, we have taken 20 there, so we are going to take another 10 from here and remain with 5. Okay, then we move to the next date when we made sales. We made sales on the 25th of March. 25th of March. And we sold 13 items. So we go to the most recent stock. It was stock that we purchased on the 25th. Then we want to sell 13, but we only have 12 here. So we are going to sell those 12 units and remain with nothing. Then we go to the next recent stock and try to find the remaining unit and sell it. So it's the stock of the 18th. Then we are going to deduct 1 there. Then we remain with 4. Okay, so this is it. Now we have to calculate our closing stock. To calculate our closing stock, we are only going to check stocks which are remaining. We have remaining stocks from the 1st. We also have remaining stock from the 4th. We also have remaining stock from the 5th. We also have remaining stock from the 18th. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's do our last in, first out stock valuation. The first stock that we have here is stock on the 1st, so we are going to say 3 times 10. Our closing stock, we have 3 times 10, which will give us 30. Then the second item, we have 10 times 23, which will give us 230. Then the third item, we have 5 units, which were costing $24 each. 5 times 24. Then we have $120. Then on the fourth item, we have 4 units costing $16, and that gives us 64. So our closing stock, now we have to sum up all these, the values of this remaining stock, which means we are going to add this 64 and this 120 and this 230 and this 30 to obtain our closing stock value, and this will give us 444. So our closing stock, using the last in first out method, we get $444. That's it. Our next video will be looking at the average cost method for stock valuation. Thank you for now. See you in the next lecture.